Hey everyone, welcome back to First-Hand Globetrotting. Nowadays, just about every airline has their own travel rewards program, and they all seem to have different benefits, perks, and status levels. So, it can be a little confusing trying to figure out which ones are worth your time. Today I'll talk about Aeroplan Silver Status, part of Air Canada's frequent flyer program. And since I currently have Silver Status, I can tell you some of my first-hand experience with the program. Air Canada's loyalty program is a little bit confusing, so let me try to explain the basics. It's broken down into two parts, Aeroplan and Altitude. Aeroplan is the part that lets you collect and spend miles, whereas Altitude is the part that lets you earn other premium benefits from Air Canada. But to make things even more confusing, they both have their own status levels you can reach with different requirements to earn premium status. Before we start, I'll say that honestly, the Altitude status benefits are way better. It gives you things like free checked bags, priority seat selection, airport lounge passes, flight upgrades, and Star Alliance status. But this video is all about Aeroplan Silver Status, so that's what I'll be focusing on. Aeroplan has three status levels, Silver, Black, and Diamond. Silver is the lowest level of status and requires that you earn 25,000 Aeroplan miles in a year. So, if you end up traveling enough to earn Aeroplan status, this will be the first status milestone that you'll hit. It gives you 5 status benefits: cheaper market fare flight rewards, bonus getaway miles, bonus miles from the Aeroplan store, Fairmont hotel upgrades, and limited time offers. The first benefit I'll talk about is cheaper flight rewards, but be warned that this one sounds a lot better than it actually is. The standard type of flight rewards are fixed mileage rewards. Those are the ones that have preset mile costs that you can look up in tables depending on how far you're going. But like nearly every other airline, they only offer a few of those on every flight and they sell out pretty quickly. So Aeroplan came up with a second type of reward, market fare rewards. Those ones let you use reward miles even if the fixed mileage seats are already sold out, but they cost a lot more miles. So really, the perk means you get gouged a little bit less when you buy one of their market fare rewards. If you look at the example they give on the Aeroplan website, you definitely save miles compared to regular market rate costs, but don't forget that the fixed mileage cost would only have been about 25,000 miles. Even with the Silver Status perk, you're still paying 16,000 extra miles. Personally, I don't think I'd ever use this perk unless I urgently needed a flight, since the market rate fares are just so overpriced. A better perk is the Getaway Bonus. If you book a round-trip flight to certain destinations at specific times of the year, you get 1,000 bonus miles. This can be pretty good if your travel lines up with the getaway destinations, since 1,000 extra miles is a nice bonus. But Aeroplan is getting rid of this benefit in 2019, so unfortunately you won't be able to take advantage of this anymore. The next benefit is bonus miles from the Aeroplan e-store. When I first read about this, I was worried that you'd only get bonus miles if you bought overpriced things directly from Aeroplan. But actually, this benefit was a lot better than I expected. You get Aeroplan miles for doing online shopping at a bunch of Canadian retailers like Amazon Canada. Most of them seem to offer about a mile for every dollar you spend, and Silver Status bumps you up to getting 2 miles for every dollar. If you do a lot of online shopping at Canadian stores, this benefit could actually be pretty useful. If you stay at Fairmont hotels a lot, then the premium perks you get at those hotels would be a useful benefit. Silver Status gives you complimentary room upgrades and free breakfast, which is always good. But personally, I don't stay at Fairmont properties very often. Don't get me wrong, I really like Fairmont hotels. A lot of them are old, castle-like places and usually pretty high-end. It's just that there aren't too many of them, so I rarely have a chance to stay there. If you look at their website, there are only a few dozen of them around the world, so you may not be able to find too many opportunities to use this perk. So finally, what about the limited time offers you get with Silver Status? To be honest, I don't remember ever getting any of these offers. Maybe I didn't notice them, but if that's the case, they were probably pretty minor benefits or not really relevant to me. So those are all the perks you get from Aeroplan Silver Status. What's my recommendation? Well, every traveler is going to be different, but for me, the benefits and perks just weren't all that useful. The good perks were the bonus getaway miles and the bonus e-store miles. They were the ones that I was actually able to use this year. But as I said, the Getaway Bonus Miles perk will be gone next year, and that was probably my favorite benefit of Silver Status. I'd rate the Fairmont upgrades as average, mostly because I think it'll be so hard to find times to use them. And the bad perks were the cheaper market fare rates and the bonus offers. I can't imagine I'd ever use either of those. Overall, Aeroplan Silver Status is pretty unimpressive. I definitely won't be going out of my way to try to earn it again. If I get it by accident, I'll take it, but I'm not going to try to influence my travel bookings to earn it. As I said at the start, altitude status is where the real benefits are, and overall the Aeroplan status perks just don't add up. Maybe the higher levels, black or diamond, might be better, but looking at the rewards list, I don't see too much that really jumps out at me. Hopefully this gives you all the info you need to know if Aeroplan Silver Status is right for you. If you have any questions about my experience, ask me in the comments. And don't forget to like my video, share it with your friends, and of course, click the subscribe button. Make sure to follow First Hand Globe on Twitter and First Hand Globetrotting on Instagram. And don't forget, it's an incredible world out there, so pick up your passport and do some first-hand globetrotting of your own.